What's going on, people? What's going on, people? ArmChair Pundit back again, back again, back again. And yeah, man. Europa League football, Champions League football. We had some Premier League football throughout this week, and it's Friday, people. And I did say on Fridays, if we have an early, I say an early, if we have a Friday kickoff, what I'm going to do is do the prediction show early or earlier. Game week 28 now. And I guess, as Fergie once said, squeaky bum time for a lot of the teams, especially at the lower end of the table. What I wanted to quickly go over, we had some Europa League football yesterday. I just want to give the quick scores on those and then move straight into my prediction and go over or touch on the top six, bottom six. So let's get it in. Let's get it in. So Ajax versus Young Boys. Ajax won 3-0. They won 3-0. So, you know, I'm not a betting man. Or maybe I am. Ajax should go through. If they go out, then collapse. Dynamo Kiev versus Villarreal. Villarreal won 2-0, and that's away from home. So I would like to think with the 2 away goes, Villarreal are through. Manchester United versus Ajax 1-1. I saw a little bit of that game. I saw the Man United goal. I did see the AC Milan goal as well. The Man United goal was pretty cool. The little 18-year-old, I think it's Adam. I'm not sure who scored for AC Milan, but it was a good finish from United. And I like the way he just flicked it. And I like his celebration as well. It was pretty cool. Sparta Prague versus right? Knocked out Leicester. So, you know, good result for Rangers away from home as well. So that's always a good result. Granada versus Mode. Granada winning 2-0. Granada at home. So interesting game, but you'd like to think Granada will go through. Olympiacos versus Arsenal. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit. Just a little bit. Odegaard, good finish. Just power. I do think the goalie probably could have done better. You'd like to think most goalies would probably just punch it out or hit him with both hands. I don't know, but it's a good finish. Power. The ball did move. Power, and yeah, he played some nice football. He did play some nice football. You could see my my pick beginning of video of Leno. Listen, he's got to pass it better than that. Is Martinez a better distributor than Leno? I don't know. I would like to think he was good. Martinez was pretty good, whether it was throwing or kicking. He was good. Leno seems a bit robotic. He seems a bit like Arteta says pass from the back. He just has to pass from the back. And I don't think he's really understanding the level of, you know, the dynamics of passing it. He's just passing it. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's not anything. But we have had some scares. But 9 times out of 10, you can see it's all right. There is someone to pass it to. But we can see the frailties coming into play now, and I think maybe him and some of the players have had words, or they're gonna have to have words now, because obviously the Xhaka incident with Burnley and the Ceballos yesterday is not good enough. Having said that, you know, the 2 guys who do pick up the ball, you know, they're at fault as well, because they are able to say, not me, go there, not me, go there. They are able to give him that advice as well. So interesting. I don't like the fact that once again Arsenal have the spotlight on a player or on the club or on the player, and it's just not good, because what we don't want to do is we want to create the Arteta effect where it is passing out from the back and we want to look assured. And listen, you're not going to win everything. Yeah, we did that back in 04. Yeah, you're not gonna lose. So, you know, we expect to lose, but we want to look assured. We want to look like we know what we're doing. We don't want to invite the pressure. And I think with most teams now, starting off with the North London derby, they'll be thinking, well, listen, let's get on them. Mourinho's watched that. He's gonna be like, well, listen, same old. Let's get on them. on their first touch, on it, and that's what we don't want. And I think that's now crept in due to the goalkeeper, and that's the last person you want it to creep in with. Listen, before I move on, great finish from Gabriel, great header, took out the defender, and he's locked. And you can see how happy he was in the end. Very happy. So Arsenal 3-1 winners, and we should go through. I cannot see them beating us 3-1 at Emirates. Who knows? All right, come on, Arsenal. Roma 3, Shakhtar Donetsk 0. You know, again, Roma are at home, but I can't see Shakhtar Donetsk going back to their place and beating Roma 3-0 or plus. I see Roma getting a go out there. And the last game yesterday was Tottenham, Dynamo Kiev. Tottenham winning 2-0 again. You would like to think when Tottenham go to Shakhtar, they'll probably get a go or two. So you'd like to think they're through. So that was the last round of 16 for Europa League. So what I wanted to say, I think the draw's today, or was it yesterday? Or have I missed it, or is it come and gone? I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Let's move straight into the Prem. So it's the game week 28. And as I say, someone famously said, squeaky bum time for a lot of the clubs at the bottom end of the league. I think the top end looks pretty decent. Again, Man City looking good. Let's have a look at the table real quick. Man City looking good. You've got United sitting up there as well. Leicester, Chelsea, West Ham, Everton. So that's your top 6, and I can't see it changing. And, I was hopeful. And I'm thinking, well, West Ham, Leicester look like they may drop off anytime soon, which is, again, going to be quite interesting. West Ham, I'm sure, not just myself, a few people will be quite pleased, I guess. They're doing well. It's nice to see them up there, West Ham United. It is actually nice to see them, and they're playing really well. Leicester doing what they do. With the horrendous injury list that they've got, they're still there and thereabouts. That's what I'm saying. That's what I like about it. There's no excuses. If you get an injury, someone comes in and does a job, unlike the Arsenal. Everton's still there and thereabouts due to their fantastic start to the season. They've had quite an indifferent middle part, but the start to the season was just emphatic. And obviously with some of the world-class players they've got, that's probably why. Yeah. And then after that, Tottenham Liverpool, you would think would be swapping with West Ham and Leicester, and Arsenal would be swapping with Everton. I don't know. So yeah, it is a weird one. However, Man City look like they're going to wrap it up. I think they've got 17 points. They get 17 more points, and I think they've won it. So, but United are going to chase them all the way by the looks of things. But we'll see. Let's go straight into the predictions that I have. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. That's tonight again, which is why I'm doing my show nice and early. And I've got Newcastle to win 2-1. I'm saying Newcastle will win 2-1. All right. I'm pretty confident based on where Newcastle are. They need to win. It's a must-win game for them. Aston Villa sitting in ninth. Yes, they do need to win because they've been in their last 5 games have been quite indifferent. But I think Newcastle will have the hard on just a little bit more than Aston Villa. So I see a 2-1 win. And then straight on to Saturday, early kickoff, I believe, is Leeds versus Chelsea. This would be a good game. This should be a good game. But, having seen how Leeds have I wouldn't say they've collapsed, but that spark that they started the season off with seems to have diminished just slightly. They're sitting smack bang in the middle, mid-table. So not doing too bad. They're not safe yet, but they're a lot safer than the teams under them. Chelsea, since Tuchel's come in, obviously they've just gone in with no fear. They're married, you know, it's the bounce on, bounce up, whatever you want to call it, and they just look good. So I've got Chelsea to win 3-1. You know, I think they're just scoring at will, and everyone's just feeling good, and they're sitting in fourth as well, 4 points behind second. So they've got no reason to go in there with any fear. They, you know, just keep doing what they're doing. So I got them to win 3-1. The next game is very interesting for the bottom six crew. Is Crystal Palace West Brom. Very interesting, that game there. What can you say, really? It's, you know, I've made it quite clear. The Crystal Palace manager, Roy, legend as far as I'm concerned. He's been around for so long, and he's still at the top league. I wouldn't want to see him go down. They're sitting on 34 points, and you know, they're playing a team who need points. So, but what Palace can't do is they can't afford to lose, because to lose, you know, Burnley, Southampton, they're all there or thereabouts. If Newcastle get the win, as I suspect they will, that pressure starts to mount up, and we have got enough games for them to get sucked in. So it's definitely it's not a game to lose. It's easier for West Brom to lose and continue their fight to try and retain Premier League football for next season. It's easier for them to Palace to say, let's beat them and let them continue with what else they've got to do. But we can't afford to lose. So I have got Palace to win 2-1. However, I do acknowledge it's a tough game, really big game. Sam Allardyce, let's see what he's made of. Next game is Everton versus Burnley. Pretty straightforward, this one. I've got Burnley, Everton Burnley. I've got 1-1 there, so pretty straightforward, I think. Burnley, again, you know, I'm saying pretty straightforward, like Burnley ain't in the bottom realm of the league, and the only thing is I think the experience that they have, unlike Bournemouth, Burnley have a different type of sort of performance level that they seem to kind of hit. Unlike Bournemouth wanted to play a little bit more football. Burnley ain't got that much football in them, but they got this level that they want to hit with the manager, and the way how he sounds confident, and some of the things that's been happening, especially with the result with Arsenal. But 2-3 weeks prior to that, they were just looking like they've come to that part of the season where they might start picking up more points. Anyway, so I've got them at 1-0. And then after that, you got Fulham versus Manchester City. Fulham have had some tough games recently, man. So I find it difficult to say. I am finding it difficult to say they're going to lose, because they're playing really well. I think Scott's got them playing really well. You know, they're on level points with Brighton. So you would have to say, listen, Manchester City are going to win. I've got 4-1 Manchester City. So let's move on. Right, Sunday's games, Southampton versus Brighton. Again, big game. Brighton need it. Southampton just outside the bottom six, you know, on 33 points, sorry. Brighton on 26. Brighton, you know, I like Brighton. I like the Potter guy. He's done all right. He's done all right as a manager, but they're feeling it, and it's a must win for both. But I do think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Leicester versus Sheffield United. I think Leicester will win 2-0. Sheffield United are doomed. I think any moment now, they're going to be relegated. Arsenal versus Tottenham, or the Spuds as they're well known. I'm going with 2-2. I would like to see us go out all guns blazing. Just going back, touching on the whole Leno thing. You know, that's not good. It gives Tottenham a bit of confidence. However, both defences are not as watertight as both managers would probably like. So I see a fiery contest, as it always is. And I see a 2-2. If there is a winner, I'm gonna go with my heart, and I'm gonna obviously say that will be Arsenal if there is a winner. But I think 2-2 with a high explosive game. That's what I say. Next game is Manchester United versus West Ham. Again, this should be a really good game. It should be a really good game. Over the years, West Ham do give Man U some problems, but yeah, overall, Man U do pick up the points. But in this particular one, if West Ham beat them, they're a point or 2 points behind. So, it's a massive game for West Ham. I'm going with 2-2 again. And on the Monday, there's one game on the Monday, and that is Wolves versus Liverpool. And again, Liverpool, as we all know, not playing so well, or definitely not having the seasons they've set themselves where they've put that threshold. They're definitely not having the same season or seasons. So we're going to see. Wolves had an indifferent season, but I guess it's quite interesting because they're still modelling themselves as a Premier League team, and they are really trying to find the shooting boots since Jimenez has been out, I guess, and so it's been quite interesting for them. I can only see that going 1-1. I think it will be a nice fast game. Jota going back to Molyneux. I think it'll be a nice explosive game, but I see a nice 1-1 there. Just touching the bottom, as I say, I shouldn't end with the bottom, but I am. Sheffield United, doomed. Then you've got West Brom. Again, they need to win, need to beat Palace. Fulham, I don't see them picking up any points against Manchester City. Brighton, Southampton, that's the one where I think will be interesting. I see a draw. Newcastle, I see them beating Aston Villa. That's the kind of game Newcastle will win. That put them on 30 points. And Burnley, I see Burnley getting a draw. They're playing a good Everton team. It just depends what Everton come out. Worst case or better case scenario, they'll probably beat them. So that's the roundup for game week 28, people. I'm going to be doing, I won't actually. That's what I won't be doing. I will be doing the watch along on the 3 Pointers channel. So go and check that out. That's all set up with Stapes and Tamias. And listen, I'll be back on Monday. With my results. Let's see how I got on. I think we'll see the draw for the Europa League, Champions Leagues and things like that, and anything more football. All right, guys, listen, enjoy your day. Take care. Look after yourself. Stay safe in the coronavirus. And I'll see you very soon in the YouTuberverse. Peace out.